Well, Wally here. Look at this little thing. Look at this little thing. Guys, well, Bruno, this is the tiny knife. This is the tiny knife. It's so small, I'm going to come over closer and show you. This is the tiny knife from Varusteleka, right? Check it out. It's like a scalpel, and it is like a scalpel. It is cool in a lot of different ways, and unexpectedly cool. No, yes. Okay, so, hey Bruno, stay tuned I suppose, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. This is the Skarma, right? Pronunciation was never my strong point with these Finnish brands, guys. The tiny knife is made from the leftover steel when they are making a Skarma, okay? And if you look at this, right, if I can do this without cutting the hand of myself, as both of these knives are very sharp, you can see how the handle profile of this and how it fits in, almost fits in perfectly with the handle profile of that, I think. Does that make sense? Yes, well that's what I'm going for. I'm probably wrong. Okay, so it's carbon steel, it's very small, it is, I think it's probably about 6 inches long, 6.5 inches long, and it has a massive 50 millimeters cutting edge on it there, guys. But I have to say, it's an incredibly cool little knife. I'm not a big neck knife type guy, but this is something that I like. I don't know. I think it's the handle. I think it's the handle that does it for me. Is the fact that I can get my full hand on it, and every other neck knife that I've had has had the handle is too short on them, if that makes sense. It just feels like a miniature knife, whereas this feels like a miniature blade on a normal handle, if that makes sense. And the fact that it is used out of waste of the other knives is a cool thing as well, guys. It's sharp. It's very sharp. You're not going to use this for battening through big massive pieces of wood or anything like that, guys. But it is definitely good at making feather sticks, and it's good for a little bit of carving, and it throws sparks as well. So let's give it a wee test and let's see if we can light a fire with it using just this. If I can find somewhere where there's a bit of light. Yay, winter. Right, so this is this is like one of the smallest pieces of decent wood. Go away, it's not for you. Smallest pieces of decent wood that I could find. Alright, so I decided let's give it a little bit of a batten test. It battens fine, guys. I'm going to say it has a convex edge on it. I'm not the greatest at edges and stuff off the top of my head. I'm thinking it's convex. Somebody will probably go, no, it's a high saber grind woolly with a fifi curl. And this is actually the other piece of it, and now I'm just after realizing that this is so small that it's probably going to be ridiculously hard to make feathers with. Let's try it. Bruno, you can have that one. Okay. Do you want? Is it not big enough? Would you like it? Come forward. Can you see him? Yes, you can see him. Do you want it? Give me the paw. Give me the paw, and you can have a paw. Good boy. There you go. There you go. Okay. Let us feather. Away, away, away. Now, I know in the last video, guys, I talked about how I was going to file down the back of it to make it easier to throw sparks, but I've done none of that, okay? So this is the same as it would come as if you bought it in the shop. it is a pleasurable knife to use, if that makes sense. It does. Look, does that make sense? Yes, it does make sense, because like it's like this, right? So feather sticks is an enjoyable experience for me. I enjoy doing it. I don't do it often enough, and that you can probably tell by the state of my feathers. But guys, it is, with some knives, it is just nice to do it with. Some knives, there's a fair amount of a learning curve, but this is nice. This is just, Bruno, away. It's this you want, isn't it? Hey, Cooter. Everything okay? Stop. Away. Now I'm just using the back of the tip, and that's the bit that I'm going to use to strike the ferro rod, guys. But I'm just using the back of the tip to try and fluff it up a little bit. Maybe so that it can take a spark a bit better, but ferro rod might be a little bit unwieldy. Unwieldy. So this is just a bit of the blade that I'm using right there across the back of it, okay? The rest of it here is a little bit rounded off, as is around the handle as well, guys. So this is what I found is the best edge for scraping and for throwing sparks, okay? And it throws sparks really well, in that it is almost like a scraper or a striker for a ferro rod in its size. Bruno, I am... There you have it, guys. That is a very capable little knife. It really, really is. So that's it, guys. That is the little knife, or the wee knife from Varusteleka, from the... Yes, from Varusteleka. I can't remember the range it's from. Terävä, maybe. I don't know. I get mixed up with all the stuff, guys. That's a cool little knife. It's practical. It looks good. It completely welds. You can batten with it. Who would have thought? And it definitely is well fit to be lighting fires and to be throwing sparks, guys. And if you took a file to the back of it here, guys, it would be even better. So much better. So much so that I really feel that I should go and do that now, and just to prove a point. Do I have a file? Getting there.